am the photographer for Chatfield Chargers football team. I remember my freshman orientation in 2014. I asked the Chatfield Senior High's football head coach, Bette McGatlin, "Can I be a part of the team?" He said, "Sure, we need a videographer."
He means a lot to us because of that reason, because his heart is in it. His body just can't physically do it.
He shows other teams like you don't have to be perfect to play football or be on a team.
Carson means like motivation. He comes in and Carson will pump us up, and we all treat him like he's our brother, and we all want him to be out here with us playing too.
I think when you get to know Carson, you see the greatest smile, and when he's excited about something, you know it.
Me and him, we go way back since 7th grade. I've known Carson since like we were sitting in math and English class together. If it wasn't for Carson, I probably wouldn't have joined at all. I probably wouldn't be a part of this team. I wouldn't be here today.
So I myself have a visual impairment. I just didn't think I was any different than anyone else, but when I started to get a little older and be around kids that didn't know me, that weren't familiar with me, it was a challenge. One of the biggest things that has always had an impact on me is when I was younger, I was really sick. So for a lot of my childhood, I didn't have hair. So I just looked like a sick kid. So kids were afraid of me. A lot of times, these two groups, kids with disabilities and kids who are typically developing, are separated and off doing their own things where, you know, they're all kids, they all need to play, they all love to play. That's one thing that all kids have in common is play. And it's also really important for kids with special needs to have these spaces that are available for them to access so that they feel that they are important and they're valued in this world. Because so many places in the world are just cut off to these kids that aren't designed for them, that they can't even access. There are so many families in Denver that are always looking for places to bring their kids with special needs.
Just amazing. And get so much joy from our kids. Come on.
That's right.
It's important for kids with disabilities to play with kiddos who are typically developing for a lot of reasons. I think it teaches to learn acceptance, and that kids with disabilities have a lot of similarities, but they also have some differences, and that's okay. And it teaches a level of compassion.
I like singing songs to her.
Where is she? Find her. There she is. There are quite a few things at recess that aren't accessible for our friends with wheelchairs. They struggle to get through the mulch with their wheelchairs. So really right now at a lot of playgrounds, their only option is the swings.
Everyone knows someone who's impacted by disability. Kids with significant disabilities are completely left out. For kids who have disabilities, play is how they learn. Speech therapists, play therapists, music therapists. A playground is a wonderful place to just naturally support inclusion and diversity. And we also live in Colorado, and it's an outdoor state, and health and fitness are so important. So our guys of all ages and of all abilities and disabilities should be able to play and exercise and move themselves or be moved in safe equipment. And that's what this playground is going to provide.
Our Bluebird has made us see life in a different lens.
We hope to build one place in Denver that's inclusive, where kids can be themselves, have some fun, and they can do all the things that a 4 or 5 or 6 or 7-year-old does every single day.
Lucia's day looks like therapy, we'll have a doctor's appointment. Being able to take Lucia to a playground where she can be included on the equipment will break that barrier that she is special needs. For that moment in her life, it will help her and other kids not have that feeling of isolation and exclusion. The first time, you know, your child is able to cross those monkey bars is just one of the best experiences, and to be able to see Lucia and kids like her have those moments. But she hasn't been down a slide. I mean, she's been on a few swings. She loves it, but she's 6 years old and she really deserves, like all the other kids, a chance to slide and be in teeter-totters and swing and just be able to be a kid and be included with all of the other kids. All kids deserve that. It's a life changer for so many families that have kids with special needs to be able to give them a childhood.
The Stanley Marketplace is less than a mile from Children's Hospital. It's relatively close to Rocky Mountain Children's Hospital. Anchor Center is right down the street. It's going to be a place where kids can take a break from hospital life.
One of the big things that I hear from Anchor Center families is they love having a space where their kids can just be themselves and they don't get judgment for it. They don't get the weird looks when their kids are having a hard time. They don't get the weird looks when their kids are having so much fun that they're screaming. They just want to be themselves and have fun.
We want to create an inclusive playground, but we also see the big picture as inclusion with kids with special needs. Kids of different races, religion, coming and leaving everything on the side and being on a playground together to walk hand in hand and play side by side and just experiencing life and through play.
I think it's important about making a fully handicapped playground for handicapped people. They will feel free.
I don't know how to be what I wanted to be when I was 5. Sometimes blue eyes, sometimes green. Bike rides, snow hikes and Christmas lights.